All right, so let's break the team down through the first half of the season. Let's start with goaltending, Mark. Both Samsonov and Murray are ranked in the top 25 in the NHL on moneypuck.com. They've got a lot of interesting stats in terms of goaltenders and how they rank and how they rate amongst their peers. And both have better than expected goals against averages. Now, they've both been through some slumps, but recently they both really picked up their game. Mark, who do you start number one, game one in the playoffs?
I'm going Matt Murray. I'm going Matt Murray only because of the fact that we can compare him to when he was playing in his prime. Even though he's not in his prime now, he could be compared to when he played in Pittsburgh, and he was playing with some great offense there, but not necessarily the defensive forwards and defensive defensemen that it's very similar to what the Maple Leafs have now. And I mean, we can compare that, look at what they had on their blue line when he won those 2 Stanley Cups, and he basically carried the defense on his own. Now you can compare that very similar here. And I see some hunger. Both these guys are playing for contracts. And as we mentioned earlier in the year, the Leafs seem to find those little golden nuggets in the rough, and they seem to know when to let them go and seem to know when to keep them. And we've got 2 of them right now. They haven't been that great, but they've been good enough for us to be one of the top placed teams in the National Hockey League, Alf.
No, for sure. And I feel a lot better having one that is just as good and just as reliable a goaltender as the other.
And keep in mind too, right, is that the thing is they get along real well. So it's a healthy competition that we're seeing in 2 guys that want to succeed together. And there's no guy, they're pushing each other the right way. And remember the old saying that we've heard 100 times, find me a good defenseman, I'll find you a good goaltender. Find me a good goaltender, and I'll find you a great coach. And this is all kind of going hand in hand right now.
Yeah.